Welcome to our TensorDoc tutorial. In this first section, we'll explore how to select and configure crucial hardware resources for your virtual machine. First, you'll see an overview of available GPU models, from AI-centric cards like the RTX 3090 to more cost-efficient options like the RTX A4000. Each GPU comes with its own performance profile and cost, so pick one that aligns with both your budget and computational needs. Next, we'll configure our RAM in gigabytes and determine how many CPU cores to allocate, followed by setting an appropriate amount of NVMe SSD storage. Remember that these resources have a huge impact on performance, so carefully match them to your workload. For this demonstration, we'll go with an affordable GPU, modest RAM, and a reasonable amount of NVMe storage. Now that we have the core specs in place, it's time to consider where you want your server physically located. TensorDoc offers hosting in various cities, including London, Mumbai, and more. Choose a location that's closest to your user base or your own geographical location for reduced latency. You'll also see that prices may vary by region. Once we've made our decision, we move on to choosing our operating system. You'll see popular options like Ubuntu, as well as pre-configured images for TensorFlow and PyTorch. Before finalizing these choices, make sure your RAM, CPU, and GPU resources are compatible across any location you select. With everything aligned, you're ready to proceed to the next steps. Pay careful attention to any system requirements, such as password complexity rules. For instance, your password may need to be at least 8 characters long, with uppercase letters, symbols, or numbers. This is essential for security. Beyond that, you'll see we recommend using SSH authentication for a more secure connection. After ensuring all these settings line up, move on to naming your instance. We'll enter a descriptive name and configure ports as needed. Once everything is set, you hit deploy, and the setup will begin. Having hit deploy, you'll be greeted with a success screen, indicating that your virtual machine is now being created. Depending on your configuration, like multiple GPUs or large amounts of RAM, it may take a few minutes to fully spin up. In this time, you can see that we're using an Ubuntu-based host system, and we'll demonstrate how to properly paste a long SSH public key to grant access. Make sure to store your SSH key in a secure place and follow the recommended format to avoid connection issues. With that handled, you're almost ready to start using your new GPU instance. Congratulations, your new virtual machine with an RTX A4000, or whichever GPU you selected, is now fully deployed. In this final section, we'll demonstrate how to connect to your VM using SSH. TensorDoc provides a convenient list of commands you can copy and paste right into your terminal. Simply open your terminal, paste the provided command, and enter if necessary. You'll then have root access, allowing you to run code, deploy simulations, and configure your environment exactly how you need it. That's it. You've successfully rented and spun up a GPU-powered environment on TensorDoc. We hope this tutorial helps you get started on your next big project. Happy computing!